shit. I guess that's the end of the track. I should probably start. Hey, hey, everybody. Hey there. I'll try to stop doing that. Good evening. Welcome. Hi there. Just going to keep stretching, make sure we get everybody into the stream. Guten Tag. I don't know. I'm not going to. I don't have that many more. Hola. I don't know. Oh shit. La, 13 months. Is that our longest subscriber? I don't know. But La's got 13 months on it. Yay, re-upping. Welcome, everybody. Hi there. Welcome to us. I'm clearly not.
This is us.
Yeah. I haven't watched any of that, but does that mean like one of us dies tragically, and then for a couple seasons we figure out how? That's if I've never seen a minute of the show. That's what I've gathered. I don't know, piecing it together over the years. Yeah, look at that panel. You're right. You're goddamn right. I'm gonna stop clearing my torn up throat in your ears. Welcome everybody. Here we go. We're gonna do it now. Hi. It's stab time. It's almost stab time. It's pre-stab time. This is pre-show 2 of our 7. Then we have like 4 or 5 post shows. Good to see everybody. I mean, not that it's any more good to see you than anyone else, but Christy. Oh, we haven't seen Christy Farley in so long.
Good to be back.
Yeah, we're gonna save actual like real talking greetings, welcome to the show questions until we actually start the show proper. But good to see you. I haven't seen you except for like popping in the background for a couple seconds a couple weeks ago for Bill's appearance. Haven't seen you in probably the entire 15 months. Does that sound about right?
I did stab one time like, I don't know, 6 months ago.
Is that right? Am I an idiot?
Yeah.
Was it that?
No.
Couldn't have been that. Hold on. I've got spreadsheets on spreadsheets. Let's see when the last time Christy was. It's right
oh shit!
here.
Busting out spreadsheets.
Yeah, it's right here. Everybody that's ever watched a Office Hours knows. All right. Okay, you're not that far off. Yeah. Yeah, November. That's right. It just felt longer because I literally hadn't seen you. But welcome back.
Thank you.
How's everybody's, I don't know, let's say week-ish been? You guys been getting out into the world again? You've been braving the whatever the new is?
Yeah, well, a little bit.
Yeah.
Been playing pool at the bar.
Okay.
It's been, which I mean, any bar with pool is already a questionable place to be.
I was gonna say.
So now it's just a little bit more risky, you know.
Well, I would imagine, knowing your. Actually, I don't know the relation. Is he uncle? Is he? What's Dan?
Oh.
What's Frugé? What's Frugé to you?
Dan is my best friend's stepdad.
Okay.
/ dad, but you know.
Well, in that neighborhood, and I know as many kids as go in and out of that house. That sounds
yeah.
It's quite the neighborhood relationship over there. That's all right.
It's honestly no surprise that I'm just always smoking weed and playing pool and drinking beers. It's we could have projected this 18 years ago, and
no, that's not where 90% of North Highlands kids wind up.
Hey, watch it. I'm from Northgate. All right.
Oh shit. Oh, all right. Yeah. All right. Sorry. A
little bit further west.
Well, I was saying since.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Well, since I know Dan's a big pool guy, at least if you're bringing. Are you bringing your own? It sounds like I'm asking if you're taking protection. Are you bringing your own cue?
I need to.
Oh.
I just started playing like a week ago for the first time since like a year and a half.
Okay. So you're already out in bars handling public sticks.
Handling public sticks for sure.
All right. Well, I mean, you got to jump back out there. Our immune systems have been weakened with all the sanitizer and not swapping just communal germs.
Yeah.
We're
You
building.
need to make up for it via pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're building the perfect storm for the next super bug. What are we doing? Go out and lick somebody today.
Like some pool cues.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Well, cool. I should get out and play pool again sometime. I don't know.
Yeah. Come by.
Oh. Just trying to imagine the bars over there. It's like 5 miles from where that's all these different Wild West neighborhoods. What do we come on? How about Tyler, Christy, you guys been getting out in the world?
I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't out in the world before this.
Yeah.
So I have a kid, so
That's right.
Well, I used to live in Sacramento. I'm trying to think, what was the bar at 25th and S that had pool tables? Do you ever play there? I used to live right by there.
Oh, 25th and S.
Damn it! I know which one you mean.
Right, I can't think of the name, and I've killed a lot of time there.
S. Oh, is that like Torch? Is that
Yeah, it's like
Torch
like
or Flame Club or one of those?
Is it the Torch?
Or Zebra? Is that the Zebra Club?
No,
Not the
Zebra's
Zebra.
like P and like 16, or like
Yeah.
N and 19.
I don't know. I guess
Let's
if
take
only there
you,
was some kind of network we could type it into. But
let's take you on a guessing tour of Midtown Sacramento.
yeah,
All of the one-word dive bars.
Torch.
Is that Torch Club? Is that Zebra Club? Is that
Horse Club?
A lot of like old timey words are used for this.
And I always wondered, why would you have the Torch Club and the Flame so close together?
Fire District.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Law's asking, Benny's? Is it Benny's? No? No? Any?
No.
No? Yeah. Like Tyler said.
I could still smell it. Like I could literally like smell the cleaner.
Yeah. If only we had all of the world's information at our fingertips. Oh.
I know. I can't navigate away from this window though. You know, I'm stuck in this Zoom.
And I like how dive bars for me went from karaoke nights to pool nights now. So I guess
It's growing up.
kind of a shift going on. Yeah, growing up for sure.
That's maturity.
Yeah, no more dancing along to Venga Boys at 1 a.m. Now I'm playing pool along to Venga Boys at 1 a.m.
But you stick around the bars long enough, that curve comes back down, and then you're the old man at the karaoke. I can't play pool anymore. My hands shake.
So no.
I was in a karaoke bar like way long time ago. And this really old immigrant woman gets up on stage to sing, like very old.
Mm-hmm.
And she picks up the microphone and she sings the song Fernando by ABBA. Like the best rendition I've ever heard, ever. I never forgot that. There was something in the air that night. Like, she was so good.
Well, I mean, it has been a long time. That might have been. No, they were they were very very Swedish. That was very or what's ABBA? Swedish, something like that.
Yeah, Swedish.
Yeah, so yeah. Yeah. All right. Yes, thank you, Milk. We're only in the third pre-show. No, I think we're ready to go. We got 10 after. We got all the important people in the chats, in all the streams. Got folk over on Facebook, on Twitch. Let's do a show with this sexy, raspy, just this 3-pack a day voice I'm going to be giving you today. All right, let's get over here. Let's do that. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Oh, it's such a good panel. Oh, I've been looking forward to this. Okay. Let's get this going.
Roughly 24 to 92 hours ago, Stab's team of comedy scientists commissioned 3 specific humorists to give various potentially comedic takes on several random topics, which they will now perform for the first and likely last time in front of a live studio audience in a show called Stab.
Welcome to Stab, the show that proves sometimes the void just won't stare back. Let's introduce tonight's panel. Our first panelist once caught more flies with vinegar than honey just to prove a point. She's a hilarious comedian. It's Christy Farley. Our second panelist can guess any email password if you give him long enough. He's a producer of Convention Con. It's Daniel Kessenich. And our third panelist goes to random strangers' funerals and leaves a post-it note on coffins that reads, "I win," and just walks away. He's Stab's favorite son. It's Tyler Kinney. And I'm your host, Jesse Jones. We are aware of the thick smoke and noxious fumes I emit during the first 3 segments. I take a while to warm up. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Stab Show. Still afraid of the outside world, but for reasons different than yours. Let's meet tonight's panelists. Christy, hey there!
Hey.
Oh, I thought I missed you more than I did. Wait, that sounds bad. Turns out you've only been gone for about 7 months, but it's felt longer. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
How have you been?
Pretty good. We're gonna do the whole show like that.
All right. Well, just back and forth in this passive-aggressive case. Yeah. So, anything exciting going on? Just regular rigmarole, day to day, just grinding through with. I believe you described it as just. How did you describe work? Just constant screaming.
Howling nightmare.
Howling nightmare. That's what it was. Howling
Nice.
nightmare. Yeah, the American dream, everybody.
Yeah. And all I get for it is this crappy 1-bedroom apartment. Woo!
Well, I mean, the American dream has gone from American dream to howling nightmare, so I'm not sure what you're expecting. Just be glad it's not a studio. Cherish that extra wall.
Oh my God. Yes.
Well, we are so super happy to see you again, Christy. And now that I know where to find you, oh, you're gonna get bothered so much to be on the show. Good to have you, Christy. Daniel Kessenich. Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, you know.
How you doing?
Just doing the things. Missing Convention Con. We'll talk later. We'll talk later about getting it back up here. So looking forward to it.
I did have an ABBA story that I don't want to get too far from me.
Sure.
So in like it's kind of dark, but just wait it out.
Okay.
So in like 2019, my uncle had gotten into a car accident, and he was like in the hospital, like in a coma.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like taking time off work to be with my family and be there, whatever. But it gets depressing at the hospital after a few hours.
Sure.
But this hospital had like in the lobby, they had like a piano that like anyone could just go play. So I went out there with almost no prior piano knowledge, and for whatever reason was possessed to look up how to play Dancing Queen by ABBA on piano. And yeah, I was out there for a good like hour and a half. And in that hour and a half, I got the first 15 seconds of Dancing Queen on fucking lock. Like, I know exactly where to be. And as I was progressing past it, the receptionist comes up to me and it's just like, hey, I get it. ABBA, Dancing Queen, it's a good song, but we could only take the first 15 seconds of it for so long. And then they asked me to stop playing the piano. And then my uncle died sometime later. But I don't know if it was because of the lack of ABBA in the air or what. But.
You monsters! Daniel learning the piano was the only thing keeping him alive.
You can hear Dancing Queen from a block away.
It was his touchstone. It was keeping him grounded. Oh, no. Okay. Because I was wondering for a second, like where it got really dark. Because sure, hospital, sure, yeah. All of that's dark. And then like an afterthought, oh, P.S., he also died. No.
Yeah. He was also my last uncle. I used to have like 8 uncles at one point.
Yeah, I think that's how that works. Oh, god damn. Okay. Well, so we've got two ABBA stories so far. We'll see how many more we accrue. Thanks, Daniel. Oh, good to see you. Sorry I never got to meet any of your uncles. Tyler.
Hey.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I killed a cousin with the Bee Gees. I don't know.
Yeah. You know what? We didn't need any more. No, good to see you, Tyler, as always.
Same.
That just seemed like we might as well. All right, let's get into it. Now I feel bad. Hi, Tyler. Good to see you. Never get to see Tyler, and then I cut off his intro just because it was funny. Ugh. All right, let's just do it. Segment 1. Reorganization. Please take the following acronym and reimagine it. Who or what might it now represent? Sometimes acronyms just jump out at me, and putting together reorganization's a breeze. Then there's times like this one, when I refresh and refresh and refresh, and nothing grabs me. Then, after wasting so many minutes of my life to over-scrutinizing phrase shortening, you just want it all to end. And you just decide, fine, this one has beaver in it. That'll fucking do! And that's how we've landed on today's acronym BFP. The code for Beaver Falls Airport. Yes, see, it's BFP instead of BFA. That makes it interesting, right? No, you're right. It doesn't. So, indeed, instead, let's make it interesting on our own and forget about Beaver Falls Airport and tell me what else BFP might stand for or represent to you. Christy, let's hear your BFP.
Have you ever been a few corn dogs deep at a county fair and had to make a beeline for the bee room? Of course you have. This is America. Unfortunately, all too often there are no defecation stations that offer both comfortable seats and greasy fried meats. Well, my clogged colon counterpart, let me tell you what. I may have a solution you never know you needed. Bacon-filled porta potties. No, you didn't just hear the soft, elegant siren of a real-life earthbound angel. That was just me saying the words, bacon-filled porta potty. Now hop in and take a ride on our soft-padded, genuine leather-heated seats. Our voice activation feature keeps your hands clean and your mind at ease. Simply say, Whype, and the patent-pending Heaven's Touch auto wiper will clean you up as gentle as if you were a newborn. Almost zero accidental penetration incidents have been reported. Prefer something a little bit more thorough? No problem, friend. After your wipe up, say Warsh, and our bidet feature will spray your undercarriage as clean as if you were a newborn baby. The water is 98.6 degrees, so you barely even know it's there. Still not impressed? Good. We'll save the best for last. Simply whisper, feed me. And a bucket of freshly fried bacon will appear at face level for your munching pleasure.
Oh,
I mean, you're making room anyway, am I right? So next time you need to go, on the go, choose bacon-filled pork-o-potty.
Oh man, I realize it was a little late, but you did have me at bacon feed bag. At the same time, nothing has a 0% failure rate, guys. Practically no accidental insertion. You can't ask for it. And the last thing that I took, you have to pronounce that H in Whype to be able to get wiped. Whype. Whype. Oh.
My grandma says Warsh. My grandma says Warsh.
Yeah.
It's for her.
Yeah.
It's for you.
Oh, thank you, Christy. Oh. All right, Daniel. You think you wrote something too?
I do think I wrote something as well.
No, I am looking forward to Daniel, let's hear your BFP.
How's it going, Hacksaw Jim Duggan Middle School? My name is David Weatherby, and I'm here this afternoon to warn you of the dangers associated with punk music and punk culture. Did you know that at any given moment, you or someone you love is susceptible to joining a ska band? Lucky for you, I came up with a 2-step checklist so you know which of your friends and classmates will try to get you into Real Big Fish or Goldfinger. So when you want to find out which of your classmates are too punk for you, just look at their hair and remember, BFP. B, bleached. Is their hair bleached? B. F, frosted. Is their hair frosted? F. And if the answer to either of those is yes, then you got yourself P, punk. So bleached, frosted, yep, punk.
Oh, thank you, Daniel.
That's all I had. I thought I had more.
No, that's entirely enough. This is a very important assembly at Hacksaw Jim Duggan in middle school. You gotta know who's gonna skank your life, kids.
Yeah, it's the devil's music permeating the airwaves.
Have you ever seen a horn? Well, then chances are you've been exposed to ska. Oh, God. Bleach frosted punk. All right, thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Tyler, let's then hear your BFP.
BFP is the next hot cryptocurrency. Invest in BFP and watch your wealth increase. What is BFP? Well, most cryptos derive their value from complicated blockchain algorithms. Not so with BFP. BFP is the first organic crypto because BFP is short for barf fungible puke. Your friend got some bad clams? Buy that barf. Your stepsister drank too much at her bat mitzvah? Purchase that puke. Before you know it, you're going to be King Ralph of Vomit Mountain. Strategize with other pukies on how micro trades can increase your puke pile. If the value of puke dips, then you transfer your barf into puke. If puke is looking shaky, then you go 2 fingers deep into the throat of the barf market. Never before has the back of an Uber been your gateway to early retirement. Never before has a pregnant woman's morning nightmare been your ticket to financial independence. Finally, your alcoholic uncle can get out of debt instead of just ruining funerals. All by investing in the inherent fungible value of barf and puke. Does BFP make sense? Does Bitcoin make sense? Does Dogecoin make sense? Does working all your life for a faceless evil corporation in the hopes that they'll have your back when you inevitably get cancer make sense? Of fucking course not. So get in early, cash out your inheritance, and start investing in barf and puke.
I was noticing halfway through that it did make as much sense to me as cryptocurrency. I don't know.
Just don't think about it.
We've all decided to assign value to this, so I guess that means it exists. All right. Well. Oh, God. All right. Yeah, get in early. That newborn is just spitting up riches. Okay. All right, enough of that. Segment 2. Oh, it's bootleg it. Ah, yes. Creativity doesn't always have to mean coming up with a whole new idea on your own and making something completely unique from thin air. Sometimes you can just get by with the slightest changes, the most minor tweaks, and voila! You've got your very own brand newish enough that you can call it your own and leave the rest of it to the courts to decide if they ever get that far. And so it is in Bootleg It, where you're tasked with taking these world-renowned successful properties and giving us your dollar store, flea market, bargain bin, knockoff, counterfeit, or bootleg version of each of them. So, I don't know who's done Bootleg It here, but 111, you know, it's the second segment. You guys get the mechanics by now. We've been doing this 8.5 years. Okay, so one at a time, we'll go get your knockoffs, starting with Christy. Let's hear your knockoff, Ocean's 11.
From the makers of Ocean's 11, it's Stream's 6.5. Do you pee 10 times a night due to an undiagnosed enlarged prostate? No worries. With Stream's 6.5, you only get up to go 6.5 times. Who doesn't want to get up 3.5 less times? Stream 6.5.
That's fair. That's so many less times. I can just assume the half is just it's urgent when you're dreaming that you're trying really hard to pee, and then you get up and it's oh shit, it's happening now.
Yeah, you piss a little on yourself, which I have totally done.
Oh yeah. It took a long time to realize I'm dreaming of trying really hard to pee. That means wake up. Oh, human body, you're weird. Daniel, let's hear your bootleg Ocean's 11.
Coming this fall to TLC UK, we're head over to Newbridge, Ireland to visit a local man, Martin Ocean, and his near dozen kids on Ocean's 11. Tuesdays at 8 p.m., TLC UK.
Oh, all right. You know what? I would have a hard time being convinced that doesn't already exist. So, totally sounds like a thing. All right, Tyler. Then let's wrap up our Ocean's 11. What's your bootleg version?
A Half Dozen Puddles, a star-studded action flick where a hastily assembled band of outlaws navigate a wet alley trying to avoid getting their topsiders wet. They aren't skilled burglars, and this isn't the heist of the century. This is 6 frat boys trying to illegally dump a soiled sofa bed behind an Arby's in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hella dumb.
I love the choice of an Arby's.
Sometimes you can't just call for the large item pickup, and you just got to drop it yourself. Frat boys don't even know that exists. You can call and have somebody pick this up. Well, yeah. All right. That's one. We got 2 more, guys. Christy, let's hear then the first shot fired in bootleg Muppet Babies.
Okay, so it's Muppet Babies, but instead of Muppet Babies, it's their new line of drag queen plush toys, and it's called Tuck It Ladies. Show your fierceness from the catwalk while lying in bed at home, and sashay away in Tuck It Ladies. It's really tired.
No, I could see a little Velcro strap of tape that you can attach and detach to your Tuck It Lady. It makes the same sound. All right. Daniel, let's then hear your bootleg Muppet Babies.
Muppet Rabies is a new 3-part Vice series airing on HBO Max following the tragic tale of Gonzo, his love for chickens, and his even bigger love for chicken fingers. That's it.
I don't want to think about what that means. There's a lot of directions that my mind takes it, and none of them are good. So let's just let's get out of that mindset, and like it's gonna get better. Hearing Tyler's knockoff Muppet Babies.
Sock puppet fetuses. Dripping wet athletic socks go on adventures wherever they find them, in uteruses or prom bathrooms, learning life lessons and singing songs along the way. Except they can't learn anything because their brains aren't developed and their singing sounds like the wailing gurgle of creatures not meant for life. Now on Disney Plus. Sock puppet fetuses.
Yeah. The wailing gurgle. All right. All right.
I'm bad.
Let's finish up bootlegging it then. Can this get worse? I don't know. We're starting from something bad. Can you corrupt that? We'll see. Christy, let's hear your bootleg Breaking Bad.
Okay, so this is Walter White's halter bike. And it's a bike that you can only ride when you're wearing a halter top. So you need to blow up an adversary pushing on your turf. You ride up on your Walter White halter bike, and they'll know you mean business. That was it.
Not sure how it locks up. How do it know if you're not wearing a halter top? Does it have to does it scan your midsection, and if it detects fabric, it won't start?
You drive it with your boobs.
You just all right. Yeah, so getting reports from home. 4 or 5 shots fired nearby, screeching tires and a siren. It sounds like it's fun over at my house. Thanks, Law.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, I did leave with a helicopter circling directly overhead, so it's going to be one of those weekends, guys.
Oh, no.
But let's take us away from that terrible neighborhood to yours with your Breaking Bad bootleg. Daniel, what are you at?
Skateboarding has been around for a little while now, and while the sport continues to grow in a traditional sense, one YouTuber/skater, Cody Dilson, wanted to take the sport to new highs. Regular skating didn't do the trick for him anymore, so Cody tried skating on meth, and Breaking Rad was born. Never again do you need to ask yourself, I wonder if someone can do a tray flip while carrying a muffler and a tube TV, because Cody and Breaking Rad got you covered.
Oh, man. I'd like to see a CRT grind. Oh, that's 32 inches and weighs 65 pounds. How are you doing that, Cody?
Yeah, a meth head on a skateboard will absolutely do it.
Oh, thank you, Daniel. And Tyler, let's wrap up bootlegging with your knockoff Breaking Bad.
Denting Distasteful. It's a Netflix series about approaching the line of unpleasantness, but never breaking through it. In the first binge-watchable episode, a dude asks a guy, how was your weekend? And the guy just kind of groans and shrugs like, oh, which isn't rude, but it's definitely not pleasant. This guy is denting distasteful. Is he exercising his narcissistic demons while building a criminal empire? No. But he is working through some emotional issues while being employed at Kinko's. Denting Distasteful on Netflix or Hulu or who cares?
I don't know, fucking Paramount Plus. I don't know what anything is anymore. There's too much.
Mubi. I just signed up for Mubi. M-U-B-I. You want to watch weird art films from the 70s? You got to pay $5.
Not to be not to be confused with, I believe Tubi is also.
Tubi.
That's another one.
That's where you could watch Most Extreme Elimination Challenge.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what? I feel bad for Pluto. They were ahead of that game, and then they got passed by everybody.
I liked Pluto
So
for a
did I.
minute there.
Yeah.
Depression.
And now you've got individual channels for each season of The Real World? Oh, man. Too much, Pluto. Too much. Speaking of too much, it's segment 3. It's celebration time. I trot it out every once in a while, and this time I did 2 things. I'd only been doing 1 to make it nice and fair again, but no, we're back to 2 things to celebrate. You'll understand in a second. I know, some of you might not have listened to all 270 episodes. I'm cutting you a break. Celebration time. Things happening are what we use to mark the passage of time. Otherwise, the sun goes up, life is futile, and the sun wanders away again. One day bleeds into the next, and oblivion marches ever forward, with no way of knowing we were ever even, or no way of knowing we ever even existed at all. So, in celebration time, I have to reread these. I write them Tuesday, and then I don't read them again. This is what happens. I'm moving on. In celebration time, we ask that you tell us how you've been celebrating the anniversaries of these particular events that took place on this very day in years gone by. So, what have you been doing with these things, huh? Christy, on this day in 1692, in the Massachusetts Bay Colony, Bridget, I believe it's Bishop. How did I type Bishop? Bridget Bishop is the first witch hanged as a part of the Salem Witch Trials. This day, 1692. Isn't that fun? How have you been celebrating this, Christy?
So to celebrate the anniversary of the first witch being hanged, I spent my day doing things women could not do back then for fear of being labeled a witch. So the first thing I did was math, and then I decided to read a book. And the deciding to read a book is actually 2 in 1 because, like, I made a decision for myself, and then I read a book. And then next, I spoke to a man who had not first spoken to me. And then I had, like, a super heavy period. And then I showed disdain for things I don't like. And then I was like, I'm going to develop interests of my own. And in the name of retribution, I hanged an innocent man.
That's nice. Sounds like a full day. I mean, I just hope that you cut corners where you could, and you chose to read a math book. So there you go. You got 3 all in one, and you can just pile it on here. Let's not dilly-dally. Oh, thank you, Christy, and I apologize for humanity. Daniel. Yes. I realize I cut some. Tyler's the only one that got the double dip. Okay. Daniel. On this date in 2007, the Sopranos series finale aired on HBO. How have you been celebrating that fact?
Each year on the 10th of June, for the past 15 years, my family and I have gone to the old spaghetti factory in hopes of summoning Tony Soprano. At the end of our meals, we chant, "I've eaten my pasta, I've eaten my spumoni, I've been a good little mobster, now give me my Tony." We've been unsuccessful this whole time, but we know we'll get him to show up one day. It's the Soprano way.
Oh, the old spaghetti factory. I was going to say when you're there, your family, but that's not right. That's the wrong one. Yeah. Thank you, Daniel. One of these days, Gandolfini will just pop up in front of you. All right, Tyler, then. They're related. There's a reason. On this date, in 1829, the first boat race between the University of Oxford and the University of Cambridge takes place on the Thames, or the Thames, the Thames in London. While, not that long after, in 1854, the United States Naval Academy graduates its first class of students. So how about those things, then?
Well, to celebrate these events, let me just say sorry. I was like out of ideas. Well, to celebrate these events, I fashioned a river Thames of sorts on my bare chest and abdomen. And then I graduated a large class of students into my navel. What I mean to say is I cranked off on my tum-tum. Sure, it wasn't as sporting as a brisk boat race in foggy old London town, but in terms of humidity and energy expended, it might as well have been. And was there an inspiring commencement speech? No, but I did grunt some words of encouragement to myself, like, come on, shoot, and shoot it, and you're gonna gunk so hard. Was this the first class of naval seamen graduating from my scrotal academy? By no means. I haven't missed a day in over 2 decades. Not that it's a competition like some British boat race. My only opponent has been depression and finding the time. Perhaps I should get some kind of trophy for the dedication. Maybe I should be honored for this achievement. Ultimately, that's not for me to say. So yeah, I had a historical and patriotic themed wank sesh, and that's how I celebrated this day. And every day.
It just happened to make more sense today. All right. Thank you. Thank you. So much gunk. All right. Oh, again, I apologize for humanity. Segment 4. It's dating profiles. Oh, it's a perfect transition. It's nice to spend some time with a certain special someone, but before you can get there, you gotta scour all around the yuck that is the general public and find that certain special someone through all that noise. With Dating Profile, you're tasked with creating the dating profiles for the following persons, places, things, or what have yous, looking to make that love connection. Christy! I'm not sure why I needed to snap at you. Christy! Oh, okay. Well, this sort of works with the last. I don't know. I'm trying to make connections. Let's hear your dating profile from a book of stamps with social anxiety. I don't know.
1 foot tall, 4 inches thick, musty, dusty, and problems with trusty. Old in the attic where it's cold and been through a flood, so I'm spotted with mold. I've had hundreds of famous faces between these covers, so if you're looking for someone with experience, I'm your book. I have my own place in the credenza behind the coffee table between the books that haven't been moved in years. So pull me out, blow me off, and show me a good time. I'm the only loner with a strange, old-timey, eccentric interest. I'm a hobby. Please. That's my dating profile.
Oh, so good. And it made more sense being a stamp collecting book rather than just like the book of, like forever stamps that you. So you took it in a different direction even. I appreciate that. I always do. Daniel then. Daniel then? I don't know. Let's hear your dating profile for a public park with imposter syndrome. I don't know. I just thought of things and then gave them crippling anxiety. I don't know. This was a weird dating profile. Public park with imposter syndrome.
Hi, I'm Douglas J. Pepperton Park. I'm pretty much open to anything. Pickup games of basketball, picnics on a Saturday afternoon, handball, drinking Four Loko under the bleachers. I'm great with kids. I have 2 swing sets, a rock wall, an AstroTurf soccer field. Don't mind the playboys under the oak tree. I'm just holding them for a friend. Last summer, the goth kids burned down my bathroom by lighting their textbooks on fire. But lately, they've been smoking weed in there, so they're kind of my best friends. Whether it be organized sports, a relaxing day off, or just somewhere to do whippets, Douglas J. Pepperton Park is always available.
Oh, Douglas.
I was trying to shoehorn the
No.
the imposter syndrome, but
it was underlying. We felt it. Oh, you do whippets in public? What are we? Is that not a? I don't know.
Hey, you'd be surprised at the amount of CO2 cartridges you just see walking around in public parks.
I didn't think
always
about
there.
Yeah, there was one. Yeah, like in a gutter on a morning walk. It was just there for weeks. Just this one canister. All right. Anybody gonna pick that up? No. All right. Just a reminder of a good time.
Yeah. Again, perhaps this is just a North Sacramento thing.
No, I related a little bit too much. Tyler, then it's everybody. Then why have I fallen on this affectation? You know what? If I don't draw attention to it, nobody else will notice. Moving on, Tyler. Let's hear your dating profile. Yes, for a bag of Marshmallow Mateys with delusions of grandeur.
Are you looking for a part of a complete breakfast that was a big part of your incomplete childhood? Then I am the 32-ounce resealable bag for you. I'm the king of the cereal aisle, looking for my queen. A sexy cereal consumer that knows exactly what they want. And exactly what they want is a loosely nautical-themed cereal that won't break the bank, but might just blow out their back. Sure, you've been with other cereals. Sure, they might have been sold in boxes and had name brands. But what's that compared to the masculine symbolism of a bowl full of anchors and unnaturally colored marshmallows? Sure, marshmallow is a generous term for what I offer. It's more like a truck stop diner mint that got dried out in the sun. But whatever you call them, you're glad they're there. Just consider the alternatives. Some fucking flakes in a bag that's also in a box. That's some beta shit. You can't even reseal that bag. What, are you just going to roll it up and hope the ants don't get in? If that's the life you want to live, then keep scrolling. And before you consider other bag cereals like Fruity Dino Bites, just know, I'm not some lame, soggy pebbles that'll turn your milk pink and give you colon cancer. I have marshmallows, baby. I'll turn your milk gray and give you rectal cancer. I'm the cereal that you want. Let me fill your bowl and we could be Marshmallow Mateys, and I'm sorry I wrote that down.
Man, I know I took the wrong thing out of that, but now I want to try a cereal with buttermints instead of marshmallows. You got me. That sounds good. Oh, that might actually soften them up to the appropriate. You know what? I'm just living in my own my own breakfast world at this point. That finally brings us to segment 5. Oh, I know. But don't worry. You'll be able to hear this again, like, soon as a podcast, or you could just slam this baby right back on after we finish. Oh, gunk. All right, segment 5. It's location. This took an interesting themed route this week. See if you can spot it. When a business idea strikes, you can't always make sure the place you find yourself in is the best suited for your services. In location, you've all started businesses in locations that might not be the most logical venues for said business. But explain to us anyway why we should still buy your wares regardless. Christy, you are a psychic medium in the world of the Pac Man games?
In a neighborhood full of ghosts, it pays to know someone who you can tell where to find the magical floating fruits. You need to eat them to turn the ghosts into different colors and they flashing, and then you taste and eat them. But here at Madame Carlisle's psychic medium to the wide-mouthed yellow floaty people, we have everything you need. Gesundheit. You're going to sneeze in 3 minutes. Okay. Conveniently, we're located across from the floating cherries. And if you get eaten by the ghosts, there's no refund. Okay. Offer is void where prohibited, and your results may vary. Pac Man! Wee.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, thank you, Christy. Oh, so happy to have you back. I don't know if there is a place. How about you tell us where can folk find and enjoy Christy Farley outside of, this very specific episode of the Stab Show?
Yeah, you gotta know somebody. I'm very exclusive these days. No, follow my dog on Instagram. It's Insta_ham. 4 A's, 3 A's were taken.
Insta-ham.
You gotta take what you can get out there in the in the social medias. Don't I know it? Jesse P. Jones on Twitter, some guy that worked in a Texas pizza place that hasn't tweeted in 10 years. It's not what I wake up screaming every day. Someday it will be mine. All right, thank you, Christy. Daniel, let's hear your pitch. You provide conflict resolution services in the world of the Mortal Kombat games.
As a conflict resolution specialist, it is my duty to go where conflict is happening so it can finally be resoluted. I had to really sit down and think about where I wanted to be and where I needed to be. I knew Earthrealm was the only place for me. There are literal spikes lining the walls of the city and vats of acid everywhere you look. That's not to mention all the daily outbursts of hand-to-hand combat. Yes, I get it. Everyone wants to be the last one standing. But honestly, I just don't get why Scorpion can't just wait out the inevitable death of all his loved ones for decades like the rest of us. It's tough work, and thawing out Sub-Zero's opponents is honestly a thankless job. But I love what I do, and if anyone's got a resolute Earthrealm, it's going to be me.
Thank you, Daniel. Why can't Scorpion be demanding that a civil discourse get over here? Daniel, where can folk enjoy the things that Daniel Kessenich does on the internets between appearances here?
You can find me on Instagram at gelato.aficionado.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the slant rhyme.
You didn't have to explain that.
Nope.
we all appreciated it equally. Well, thank you, Daniel. And I'm sure as we crack open the doors around here, we'll see you again soon as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tyler, you know what? You got any projects going on? Anything that people could be checking out? I try every time.
I'm just living. I don't know. Yeah.
That's better.
Sorry.
That's all right. Just get out there.
Being a person. Try my best to be a person.
Oh, you don't desperately need the constant approval of strangers?
Oh, I need it. I just don't seek it out.
If you can ever escape it, don't look back. Just keep going. All right.
I'm the quiet desperation.
Yeah. Just from afar. Just, that looks nice. All right, Tyler, let's wrap up this segment, this episode, this night. We're all going to go sleepy buys. Let's hear your business pitch here, closing out location. You are a pharmaceutical company attempting to establish yourself in the world of the Mario Brother games.
Okay, quiet down. Quiet down, you stumpy 8-bit freaks. Thank you for coming to this community meeting about the exciting future of discount pharmaceuticals in your community. I got discount pharmaceuticals to solve all the ails of Mario World. Antibiotics, probiotics, anti-diarrheal, hell, pro-diarrheal, if that's what you need. Mario, is it? I can tell by your slurred speech and your tremors that clearly you have an alarming level of CTE. Breaking bricks with your head? Seriously. Well, we have some pills that'll stave off the seizures and inevitable dementia, but there is no cure. We can only slow your decline. You, Toad Guy, I bet you got some gnarly fungus, you nasty fuck. Sorry. Sorry. You're going to need some antifungal cream. Don't lie to yourself. You itch and you make other people itch. Princess Peach, you are definitely going to need some generic plan B after being kidnapped by King Koopa. Let's just be honest. I mean, he wasn't abducting you to do his laundry, am I right? And by the way, I'm sorry about your trauma. We have some antidepressants that may get you through some dark days. And is anyone giving Yoshi heartworm medication? Does anyone even care for this dog lizard thing? He probably has a mess of parasites. But don't worry, little guy. A couple of these pills and you'll be shitting out flatworms before you can make some dumb squeaking sound. Waluigi, you're going to need antipsychotics, clearly. Donkey Kong, chemical castration. I know you don't want to be raising any more ditties. And Luigi, sweet Luigi, you are just a bundle of fears and anxieties. And you're going to need fistfuls of pills if you're ever going to want to step out of the shadow of your brother. I mean, I'm no psychologist, and along those lines, I'm also not a doctor. I can't prescribe anything. I'm merely a sales rep informing this freak show of a community of what my products can do for you. If you want a prescription, you're going to have to talk to Dr. Wario, who will make it rain down pills faster than you can match their colors. Thank you for your time.
Pharmaceutical company. trying to convert all these mushroom poppers. Thank you, Tyler. And Stab is over. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, of course, to our amazing panel, Christy Farley, Daniel Kessenich, and Tyler Kinney. Now, if you enjoyed this edition of The Stab Show, odds are there's something in the other 270 episodes you'll like too. And you can find those via the podcast outlet of your choice, be it Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or, of course, Podknife. And if you like to catch these episodes live, all you got to do is tune into Stab Comedy Theater TV Thursday nights at 8. And then just let the comedy wash over you. Like so many graduated naval officers. So, that's it for tonight, everyone. Until next time, I've been your host, Jesse Jones, reminding you that an apple a day can keep a doctor a good 100 meters or so away, depending on your arm strength. Good night. That's the program. Now it's our goodbye number 2. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, everybody that stuck around and watched. So happy. Yeah, we got up to a good amount of folk there. So thanks for coming. Always fun. Thank you guys. You guys are great. You're just like super good.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thanks, Christy, Tyler. Daniel, let me get some goodbye music here, and we'll make it quick. We won't dally. We'll send the audience. You know what? Let's go with that one. Perfect bookend. All right. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Oh, Jason popped in at the last second there. Hey, Jason. Good to see you. Let's see who's still doing stuff. Who of our friends out there in Twitchland have got stuff going on? How about Private Street Comedy down there in L.A.? Let's send you guys over there. I think their show's usually fun. Hopefully they're still going. It looks like they are. I will see you guys here tomorrow. Willie Listen at 9 o'clock. Or, just check out stabcomedytheater.com for the current lineup of everything we got going. It's changing daily. You might want to keep an eye on it. Hold on for the raid, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hell yeah.
This is a good song.
There you go.